Hello friends, welcome to my channel NUAA-TECH videos, and in this video we will discuss about the LAPS solution, that is local administrative password solutions. So through AD we can control the local administrator's password. So previously it was very difficult to manage the password. If we have one site, we were having the common password for that site, and due to that it was being some vulnerable, and along with that was opening the source or room for the viruses, especially the ransomware. So so let's do it how we can implement in an infra. So I have one domain controller and I have one test machine. So here we will deploy it, and let's check it how it works. So we will deploy this policy or this deployment in 4 phases. So first we will install the labs client on ED to add the group policy template and PowerShell. So it is important to have the group policy template and the PowerShell module to have on the domain controller. And the second phase, that will be extending the schema and prepare the schema for labs attributes. And the third one, that is deploy the labs client to the computers via group policy. So this is very small MSI file, so we can install it so that whenever any new machine is there, so the automatically client will be deployed to that machine. And in the last phase and fourth phase, we will configure the policy for local administrators. I mean to say the complexity, how it should be, and test it. So let's go ahead and do it. So this is my domain controller, and I have two domain controllers, and you can target any of the one, and you can download the labs clients from the Microsoft site, and that site you can get into from my description. So this client we have to install it. I already downloaded. So that's labs. This is just 64-bit version. So let's run it. This is MSI package. So first we will install it on domain controller. So I am installing on domain controller. Okay, and here you can see GPU extension. Yes, this is required, and will be installed on local hard drive. I need the management tool, PowerShell module. Yes, I need it. I need the FAT client UI. So I am installing all, but on the client machine you don't need it. You just need the FAT client UI. So this will be installed on the end user machine, and this entire package will be installed on the domain controller. So let's click on next and install it. So this is very small setup file, and very quickly it will be installed. As you can see, this is installed properly, and let me verify this is added into the group policy or not. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me close it once. Let me add gpmc.msc. I just want to verify whether this is installed or not. So I can open any of the policy, and here in policy the administrator, yes, labs. This I was looking for because this will be defined in the policy, and hopefully the PowerShell also installed. And if you have 2008 or any other later versions of operating systems, you have to have at least 3.0 PowerShell version. Otherwise you have to extend it or upgrade it. Also, if we talk about the support, so from Windows 7 onwards, all the client machines support this. So this was our plan. So first one is completed to install the labs client, and now let's go ahead and extend the schema for labs attributes. So we have to open the PowerShell. Okay, let's open the PowerShell. PowerShell.exe. So first we will import the module. So the command is import and then module. I can put the tab, okay, and ADM PWD then PS. So this is the command to import. So this is successfully imported. So now the second command to update the schema, that is update then ADM PWD AD schema. So here is the command and press enter. Okay, I'm getting some error. So this error seems to be related to I don't have permission to modify the schema. So let's go ahead and verify it. So let's open the schema group, SCHE schema admins, and let me check whether administrator is part of that. Yes. So guys, the issue is fixed. Actually I was getting some error, that was operational error, and I verified all the permissions, and I was running this command on schema server which is holding a schema role, but even after having that I was encountered with an issue, and now let me show you how I resolve this. I verified the replication and the replication is not working, and then after troubleshooting I fixed the replication, and after that I executed the same command. So the schema attributes added successfully and it is updated, as you can see over here. So this is to make sure all the domain controllers not having any replication issue. So in the next page we will set the permissions on a specific OU. So let me tell you the OU. So here the attributes should be added, that is MS. So let's check from there. Active Directory tsa.msc. Let me open and check the attributes over there. We'll check that later. So we will assign the permission to this OU first, CHN. So all the computers which are in CHN, they will be updated for the attributes. So let's go ahead and execute the command. So let's give the permission. The command is set -adm and permission, then you have to give the organization unit, and here you have to give the name of the OU. So in my case that is CHN. So this is delegated now. And now we will set the permissions who can retrieve the password. So I have one group, that is IT. Let me show you the group name, that is group. So here in BLR, that OU, I have one group over here, and I have some of the members in it. So I am going to assign the permission who can retrieve the password. So that is IT. So let's go ahead and through command prompt we'll do it. So the command is set -adm, then read password permission, and here you have to give the OU. Which OU is that? That is CHN, because we already assigned the permission for that, CHN. And here again hyphen allow principals, and you have to give both the name of user or the group which you have. So I'll give the name, the name of the group that will not be displayed. So let me hit enter and execute the command. Okay, something went wrong. I think I had typed it twice. IT. Okay, so I am missing the string over here. So we have to give the inverted comma. Okay, now it's done, and let's verify. Okay, so I was not following the string, and now you can see this is delegated. So let's check now whether the attributes is added or not. Let's check attributes editor, and in attributes editor here should be ms hyphen ms ADM password. Okay, so these are two attributes which are added over here, and now let's proceed to the next point. So we will deploy the labs client to the computers via group policy. So let's go ahead and do it. So let's open the group policy management console, and here we will deploy the software. So before that you have to have one share, and let me create the share quickly. Okay, this PC and C drive, then let me create under temp. I'll use this share. Okay, here I'll paste that file over here. Let me check whether this is shared or not. Okay, this is already shared, so we will use this one, DC-1, then share. Let me verify the permissions. So everyone is having read-only rights, but it is recommended to have at least authenticated and remove everyone, because this is the domain controllers here. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, create a new policy, labs LAPS MSI deploy. Okay, and added the policy. And then policy. Okay, software settings. Software installation, then right click, create a new package. Let me expand this. Okay, and here you have to give the path. So rather than using share, I am using my net logon. So I'll paste over here only, so that it will be faster for me. But it is always recommended to have a share, and through share you deploy the software, because this is only 996 KB and this is my test infra, so I'm using this only. Labs. Okay, and I'm assigning this. This is assigned. Okay, that's done. Let's go to the computer, and before that we'll update the group policy. GP update /force. GP update is completed, and let's go to the computer. I just restarted. And then let me log in. Okay, sorry, there was some typo. Okay, and the application should be deployed. I'm updating the policy because the software is not reflected. Okay, and here it will prompt me to log off and log in. Okay, I'll do log off or restart. Okay, so this will be restarted, and after that application should be deployed. So the computer is rebooting, and during that time I'll pause the video. Computer restart. Let me log in again. Okay, so let us check whether that is deployed or not. Okay, so this is client, this is deployed by the GP, and this agent must be installed on each and every computer where we want to generate or retrieve the password from there. So now let's go ahead and test it. First we will configure the policy. The fourth option, configure the policy for local administrator account and test it. So let's go back to the computer or domain controller and configure the policy. So this is my labs policy. Let me edit it. So this is for software deployment. Let me create another policy so that the policy name I am giving as LAPS policy. So let's edit it, and here we will define the set of settings for the passwords. Here administrator templates, and when I install that, this was deployed. So password settings. So how you want it? So first you have to enable that, and here the password complexity you have to give the large letters and small letters, and large letters plus small letters plus numbers, and this way. So you can define. So I am leaving it as default, and the password length it should be 14, or you can maximize as per your requirement. And password age, what should be the age you can define. For in my case I am giving only the 3 days for it. Apply and OK. And enable local admin password management, you have to enable this so that it can be managed by the local administrators. Apply and OK. So this is one of the important point actually. If you have and generally we do not rename or the replace administrator account, so this comes with the same name. But if you already renamed the administrator account, in that case you can enable it, and then you can define the new name which is you have given, and now you want to control through labs. So in my case that is by default administrators only, so I am not going to configure this. And the next is do not allow password expiration time longer than required by the policy. So I am not going to configure this. So let us update GP update force. And while we were giving the permissions, you would have seen that we have assigned the permissions for IT group, and here is the group, and these are the members who can retrieve the password. So currently I am logged in with this account to the client computer. So let's see whether this account is able to generate or not the password. So let's go back to the client computer. Okay, so we'll test it. So if the end user who has given the delegation to retrieve the password, they have to install the UI or they can manage through PowerShell. I'll tell you both the ways. So I have already installed the UI on this. So let's open L. That's Labs UI, and let me open with the administrator. So this is generated, and here let me generate for this machine as well. What is host name? This is desktop 1. Let me copy it and paste it over here, and we generate. So this is the password, and it is meeting to our policy, and when it will expire, so we can see here, and no expiration time, everything is here. So next time, but we are generating from the computer itself. Let me generate from the domain controller. So we'll generate from here. What is the password for desktop 1? Okay, here is the password Amex, and here also you can see this is Amex. So this is meeting, and also you can see this password from the AD management console. So let me show you. Desktop 1 we have to locate. So it's in CHNOU, and here you have to open the attributes. This is MS. So you can see here admin password and the expiration date and all, because these were actually two attributes which were added while we extended the schema. Or so here the same password you can see MX, and you can see the password. So next time when we log in, this password will work for the 3 days as per our policy, and after that it will expire and new password will be generated. So this is secure way, and we can control the local admin password, and there is very less possibility to hack such kind of password, as you can see over here, and it will be unique for all the machine. So for ransomware and other things, other viruses, it reduce the hacking. And now let's see through command prompt how we can generate. So let's go back to the computer again, and we'll open the PowerShell. Okay, here you have to give the command get adm hyphen something wrong. Let's check it here. Get hyphen adm password, then computer name, and here comma you have to give the computer name desktop 1 and enter. So you can see the same password is generated here. So this is how you can manage the labs, and you can deploy this way in your infra. So this is very good way to manage the local administrators accounts. And if you are liking my video, please do subscribe so that you get notified when I upload the new videos. And thanks for watching.